Well, speaking of Austen, do you have a reaction to him calling you Medusa?
Actually, yes.
What can you tease me about what we're going to see at this birthday party?
Chaos.
Benita having a tantrum. I mean,
Benita, for you, your relationship with Catherine has been rocky since, we were introduced to you last season. You guys have kind of made amends, maybe a little. What can you tell me about that dynamic? What makes you two clash?
I think the thing that makes us clash is the fact that we actually haven't had a moment to ourselves to discuss anything. It's always us around a lot of people, us in a group, people saying this, people saying that, but it's never just her and I. And I feel like if we can actually get to that moment where it's just her and I in a room, we'll be fine.
So you do believe you could be friends at some point?
Oh, yeah. I don't have an issue with that. No.
What about Olivia? We just met her as viewers, but there's been some stuff already with Olivia and you guys. What about Olivia caused maybe that first initial fight?
When someone's coming into a situation and they don't know enough to speak on it, is kind of like stay in your place until you know the whole situation. And that's kind of where my reaction came from. Which also in a sense wasn't fair, which is why I ended up apologizing to her at the end of the night, being like, listen, what I said wasn't right. You shouldn't have felt like you were being ganged up on. Let me make sure that I'm doing my part to apologize to you. So, you still feel like you're capable of voicing whatever your opinion is.
I thought I was really nice to her and was giving her the benefit of the doubt, but I might eat my words on that one.
What can you tell me, Madison, about your dynamic with Olivia? Because I saw some social media back and forth.
Oh my gosh. Well, I thought that Olivia calling me a homegirl, considering we weren't friends, was kind of a dig. And I've had nothing but nice things to say about her, to be honest. And then to kind of see that, I was like, all right, well, maybe not. I think she's tall. There you go. I think I put her right there with Austen, and I think they'll be a great couple. And, the comment, you guys know, I'm sarcastic, but when I called her homely, could have been worse. I was thinking homeless because I think she lives with her mom and dad. But, the shade will continue until she, stops throwing it. So I'm here for it.
Do you think her and Austen would be a good match?
Like I said, they're both tall, period.
Well, speaking of Austen, do you have a reaction to him calling you Medusa?
Actually, yes, because if I was Medusa, he would be Stone by now. And I, honestly, Medusa has great hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say she has great hair. She has a great body. She has good things going for her. So it's really more of a compliment than it is an insult.
Whether it's a snake, it's still volume, and that's all we're asking for when it comes to that. So, thanks, Austen.
I saw some chatter online with the fans that they thought it was ironic that Austen was the one who was kind of giving Shep a hard time for not wanting to commit. Do you share that sentiment?
Austen getting relationship advice to anyone is baffling to me.
Did you watch Summer House, Madison?
I did, and I loved every bit of it.
What did you think of his performance?
I thought it was dead on to exactly who he is. And I'm just so thankful that everyone was able to see it. And now it's see what this is what you guys missed in the edits, but this is who he is. He's not husband material, but he made that very clear.
Ooh. Well, speaking of husband material, we know you're engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have not seen him on the show. I know you don't plan to. Has any of that changed? Does he watch the show?
No, he doesn't watch the show, but I'll show him things on Instagram because he doesn't even have social media, but he supports me in that. And hopefully, who's to say that he might not come in the future and pop in, but it's not really his style.
Yeah, no, he's very quiet and reserved and just likes to support Madison from the sidelines,
Yeah, and I love that about him. He's not, he's not a diva, that's for sure. So
that's good.